An eligible member of the offense, number 64, downfield illegally. 5-yard penalty, first down.
They get Brendan Hymus, illegal man downfield, and the look on Jim Harbaugh's face says everything. How about the look on Sean McVay's face?
What's up, bud?
We don't have a camera on the sideline. We have a camera here in the booth. Sean McVay is in the booth with us as the Chargers have it after backing up 5, and there's another flag as they'll be backing up 5 more.
All right.
So Aubrey Pleasant is coaching, and you're up here. How about that?
It's awesome.
5-yard penalty, first down.
He's done such a great job, Andrew, as a leader for us. And, when you say assistant head coach, and I got to give John Stryker a ton of credit.
Please set the
it was
game
his
clock
idea.
to
He did something
3:26,
similar.
please. 3,
An opportunity to do this with the Titans.
Thank
and,
you.
Aubrey's earned this, and you can see, guys have started out the right way.
He said that when we spoke to him this week, he got emotional when you called him in to give him the news.
Yeah, he works so hard at this, and it's important to him.
It is important to him, and he said it meant a lot, and this is the opportunity that he has really wanted, especially considering he worked on the offensive side of the ball when he first got into the league in Cleveland and in Washington, when he worked with you in Washington, and primarily a defensive coach since then with the Rams, back with the Lions, his hometown, and then back here. So he gets his shot because this is your way of paying it forward. He has earned it, and one day he's going to be roaming the sidelines permanently as the guy.
There's no question. He's done a great job.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about Aubrey. I mean, listen, you're talking about a guy, when people say growth mindset, I mean, Aubrey Pleasant, this guy's always looking for a way for him to be better, for himself to grow personally in everything he does. We did our production call the other day. The first text I get, he says, hey, give me positives, give me negatives, tell me something I can do better. That's just Aubrey Pleasant. I mean, he's always thinking of how can I grow from these moments. He's taking this in stride with the passion and energy he does everything with. It's really cool to see.
There's no question. He does such an excellent job. He's really conscientious with, and you're happy to see opportunities like this that are earned.
All right, so 3rd and 19. What do you
like
at?
here, Andrew? What do you like
what
on
do you
3rd
like?
and 19?
I'm used to you down to the sideline.
That's right.
Well, you got a double chip, a long developing play. They isolated a go ball on the outside. And just overshot him. That's good. We got to stay on top.
Hey, we'll take that.
We will take it. We get off the grass and call it a day, man.
All right, call it a day. Deep shot there to Quentin Johnson. Do you like it up here?
I like you guys. I don't like it up here. I like being down on the field. I will say this, though, being in the coach's booth, the vantage point. So that was the last time I was there was 2016. That was the first year you could call plays indirectly to the quarterback. The ability to see things develop beforehand, there is a different vantage point, but that's why you'll always see, I'm usually about 40 yards in front or behind to try to get as big picture perspective as possible, but certainly things develop a lot slower, faster, however you want to look at it, but you can see things come together from an all-22 perspective in the sky.
Well, yeah, that's what I was wondering. Is this almost a moment in some ways to help those guys up there?
Missed the penalty, huh?
Yeah, it's a penalty on Trey Tomlinson, so a new set of downs.
That's all right. We'll see if we can get a stop here.
That's Tucker Fisk, a tight end who was signed this week in motion, and a good job there by a guy you signed as well, Carlos Watkins, 69 for little D-line depth.
Yeah, Carlos, it was funny, his first day with us was with the Cowboys at the second practice, and he knew a lot more people from Dallas than he did with us. So
that's great.
It was good. He's been good, though. I mean, he's got a body of work, a resume, and so, hey, we got upset with him for not knowing what to do the other day. We didn't realize he was in there. I said, hey, he just got here. He doesn't know what slash fire zone is, so.
As we see the defense on the field here, Sean, give us some early reviews on what you think. You were watching up there for Stetson Bennett's first 2 drives. First one ended up with 3 points like last week.
Yeah, I really liked the way he started out. Mike did a good job getting him on the move with the keeper to start off. Can't lose that rush integrity. Humble coming out of there, though. It's an excellent job keeping him short. I thought he did a really nice job on the 3rd down, finding Davis Allen. They brought a man pressure. He ended up reading it inside out. And then on the 3rd down, they ended up bringing a zone pressure. We just missed an out route to the wide field, but I thought it was good to be able to get a field goal, and I love Josh Carty. What a nice poised, big-time smooth operation right there by our special teams. And then the second drive, we mistargeted our 3rd down run. At 3rd and 1, that's one of the main runs that we run. We got to be better than that. So, but so far, I think Stetson has done a nice job.
Stetson Bennett here, putting points on the board and likely seeing him for most of the game. Jimmy Garoppolo got good work, obviously, against the Cowboys.
They're going to activate Easton Stick as a runner tonight. You can see that.
And we saw it last week at Trey Lance as well.
We did. Now, that was more of kind of just off schedule as opposed to design quarterback runs like we've seen. I know you know that, Andrew, but
this is Lamar Jackson right there.
This is exactly right, Whit. It looks like the Baltimore offense when Greg Roman had them rolling.
C.J. Spiller into the game as the back. As we are under a minute to go here in the first quarter, Sean McVay up in the booth with us in a 3-3 game. Easton Stick, who had some issues certainly a week ago. Jim Harbaugh not afraid to say it. They brought in Luis Perez, former Ram, veteran of a couple of preseasons. And he actually got some first-team snaps this week. As Sean is up here, and Aubrey Pleasant is down there.
Sean, you talk about being up in the booth and seeing that different vantage point. That's what I was going to ask you earlier is there anything here in this moment you can take advantage of? I know you're always looking for ways y'all can be better. Sitting up there with them saying, hey, here's some things that I can see sitting right here that I'm like, hey, these are things in the game I'd love to be able to see and operate with and just kind of spend that as a moment to have time with those guys up there.
It's a great question. I think the biggest thing is the appreciation for the operation from our coaches in the booth.
What they see.
Yeah, and really just having an understanding. You know, I was given Jerry Shaplinski, who does a great job, you know, being able to communicate the offensive personnel to Shula. And even when they were making a substitution, I kind of missed myself. I said, Jerry, I would have been ripping you if I was down there. I missed that too. So.
Hey,
I love that.
Sean McVay, we appreciate it. Know it's a big opportunity for Aubrey. We truly appreciate you being up here with us.
It's good to see you guys. Hey, you know what? You had a way better angle on the field goal. No wonder you saw it before.
You saw that?
Last week.
We were actually down on the 50 last time. We're the visitor here this week.
The visitors,
From here,
Hey, don't let the truth get in the way of a good story.
All right, you jerk. Sean McVay, everybody. 3-3. Chargers have the football on the Rams side of the field. Aubrey Pleasant coaching today. And Sean has the view from the cheap seats. Sorry about that, Coach. What happens? Davis and Josh Wallace has the tackle. Time now for a player interview powered by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Visit Toyota.com to learn more. We make it easy to talk to that man.
Look at that beard.
Coffee entrepreneur. How are you, Cooper Kupp?
I'm good, guys. Thanks for having me.
Hey, do you want to play in the preseason? I know the answer is probably going to be
Oh,
no, but
what
is
a
there
question.
any part of you that kind of sort of wants to play?
I think, you know, you get out here on game day, you see the energy and everything like that, walking to the stadium. Like there's always a bit of you that wants to compete.
Look, Coop, I knew that beard was going to be grown out this year. After last year, me calling you looking like you worked at some finance institution. So I knew you were going to have that beard out, you know, scraggly a little bit, got that look going. I see you.
Yeah, I planned this all around that exact moment, actually.
Yeah, I know you did. I know you think about me like that. Hey, listen, let me ask you a question, man. Obviously, you've been building your family at home with Anna. I know how much y'all's kids and your family atmosphere matters to you guys. But at work, this is a couple years in a row now. Les Snead's giving you some young guys that are leaning on you for their growth and maturity in the league. How much has that meant to you each year, kind of having a guy from Tutu to Puka, and now we're seeing Jordan Whittington kind of stepping up, being the guy who might make this roster? What does that mean to you, having them lean on you for the way to do it, should we say?
Yeah, man, I'm really thankful to be in the position that I am, and again, also just incredibly thankful for the people that came before me, the guys that I was that guy once. I was that guy following you around as well, and you were one of those guys I was asking questions about all the time. And so, you know, I'm just so thankful for the leadership that I had that showed me how to do it the right way. And then get the opportunity now to pass it forward to some guys that love to compete, love to play this game, and, you know, ask all the right questions.
Russ Yeast with a nice pass break up there.
About one of those guys, Jordan Whittington. Cooper had a huge game last week. Exciting to see him out here again. What do you like about him? What are you seeing from the young man?
Yeah, man, he competes. You saw him come out in OTAs, and we heard so many good things about him. As soon as we drafted him, it was crazy how, the number of people that reached out, and we're just like, man, Jordan Whittington, I know him from so-and-so. He's an awesome guy. You're going to love him. And seeing him just grow and show up to training camp ready to go, his growth in a very short amount of time has been extremely impressive.
You know, I'm going to put, Cooper, those two questions together here because I don't know if you saw it here. Nice run, and the Rams backed up now onto their side of the field. Reminded Vidal, the rookie, second to the NCAA in rushing a year ago with that carry. Cooper, Whittington was mic'd up last week, and you know, he had 6, he had 74, he had a great game, and at one point he's overheard saying, man, I love this receiver room, everybody supports everybody, and it was almost like this, wow, like I love that I am loved, this is such a cool place to work. Did you hear that?
I did hear that, and that's great. That's cool to hear because I think we do have that. That's kind of the culture we want to set. We want to be, you know, a place with guys that are going to come be a part of the LA Rams organization, that you've got people around you that are lifting you up to be the best player that you can be. At the end of the day, that's what we want. We want guys to be at their very best. We're trying to be the best organization we can be. And so for him to say that, there's confirmation of just, guys that are coming up that don't know anyone, for him to feel that, it's a pretty cool thing.
Vidal with the carry there, and the Chargers are into Rams territory near the 45. I mentioned coffee entrepreneur.
There he is.
How's that going, bud?
It's been good. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a new thing to learn. It was a fun thing to do in the offseason, really dive into that. But, man, I'm all football now. Excited to get going on this season.
Dodo Coffee, folks. I have a fun time with it, Coop. I like following your pod on it, talking about your coffee, your Nana, and your life and sports. And then every now and then I got to call you out when you talk about jeans and tennis shoes, man. And just so you know, you asked, I had short socks on. I did not have long socks on.
Good. I'm glad.
They were ankle socks.
It would have been a hazard if you haven't been walking around like that.
You got to go to Coop and Anna's podcast and listen to his fashion advice, because Coop's, he's got a lot of takes on fashion and what you should and shouldn't be wearing.
This is some heavy stuff. All right, just prepare yourself. All right, because I'm coming with the heat. With the heat.
What's your hottest fashion take?
You have to go watch the podcast.
Look at you.
Oh, boy.
All this stuff.
Look at
He's
you.
a full entrepreneur now.
Yeah, he knows how to tease. Here's Easton's stick to throw from the 41. Pressure, throws underneath it. A big hit again. Let me tell you, these Rams DBs and linebackers are hitting. That's Olakune Fatukasi. Coop, let's talk about the rookie class overall. I know we talked about Jordan Whittington earlier. There are 10 guys that were drafted. Obviously, some impressive undrafted rookies as well, notably in the secondary. Last year's group set the bar pretty high. What do you think of this year's group overall?
Yeah, man, you said it. I thought last year, I think half our team was made up of rookies and during training camp, which was just wild. But those guys that came and contributed, did a great job and just grew throughout the year. It's been great to see those guys now step into these places where they are comfortable and being able to take some of these young guys under their wing and show them how we do things. And great example for guys that are coming in as rookies. Like, hey, this guy was a rookie last year, and look what he was able to do. Look how he was able to contribute, and that should be the expectation for these guys coming in.
As we look at a 3rd and 6 here, Zach Van Valkenburg with the pressure. How's Aubrey Pleasant? We have him on the screen. How's he as a head coach?
He's been awesome. I was here with Aubrey for a few years, a ways back. Obviously wasn't here for a few years, and he's been able to come back. Unbelievable coach, and just as a person, the way he connects with his players, very special dude.
All right, Cooper Kupp, we appreciate your time.
No, thank you,
friend.
guys.
Thanks, Coop.
Yeah, you guys have a good one.
All right, likewise. Good luck with the coffee. Big hit there as well. Another one. It's McCullough, who had some big sticks a week ago. Maybe the Rams are waiting until the 4th quarter again for their touchdown. It is 6-6 here, midway through the 3rd. That is Andrew Whitworth, Mina Kimes. I'm Andrew Siciliano. Rams and the Chargers. Only 2 guys had more rushing yards last year than Kyren Williams. They were named Derrick Henry and Christian McCaffrey. Time for the player interview now, powered by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Visit Toyota.com to learn more. We make it easy. Kurt, it was this guy.
Yeah, Kyren Williams, it's an amazing story to have almost 1,200 yards. You only played in 12 games. So what do you do, what did you do in the offseason to make sure you can stay healthier?
Yeah, well, I attacked it the same way I usually attack it. Having that mindset, mentality that I'm just going to work harder than anybody. That's what I did. I took it to the lengths that, I felt like most people wouldn't go. And I kind of supplemented that with a smarter work too, when getting in to Pilates and yoga, and being able to have my body just be able to be symmetrical and right to left, and just kind of keying in on the small things, small details of just what makes me be a great running back.
One of the things I love about this organization is the mantra of iron sharpens iron. And for you, Maris Liufau was a teammate at Notre Dame. He's now in his first year with the Cowboys as a linebacker. And you two seem to take it personal to help each other grow. And you were telling me it started back in South Bend.
Yeah, it started a while ago. Like I said, we came into college together. So it's 4 years removed, and now we're in the NFL, practicing against each other last week, which is really cool because it brought back them college juices. We're both competing against the one versus ones, and we're able just to play football again like we used to, and it was definitely cool seeing.
All right, you guys took a photography class together. I won't ask what your grade is, but what I will ask is when you don't tackle in preseasons in this joint practice and you don't play in these preseason games. How do you mentally and physically get ready for that opener in Detroit?
Oh, in practice. You know, we treat practice right now like we're going into a game. So that's whether you're warming up like you're about to play a game, you're taking the reps like you're about to play a game. So just doing those little things in practice, you know, having great pad level, being able to run behind my pads. And then we thought up, and we thought up. So just kind of having that contact, just when somebody's on you, being able to run, keep your feet running, and you know, keep running through that tackle. It's something that we practice every single day in practice. So I expect nothing less coming from, you know, not being able to do anything in practice from the first game. It won't be any drop off.
I love the fact that football's with you. You take that to dinner everywhere this time of year?
Yeah, you know, well, it's every day. I don't even say this time of year. It's all year round. You know, I keep it with me for sure.
Kyren Williams, appreciate you, brother.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, from Notre Dame, one of the great young men on this team. Back to you guys upstairs.
All right, thank you, Kurt. Thank you, Kyren, and thank you, Sean Jolly, for a nice tackle there on second down on DJ Chark. This is third down here, and a sack, and the ball's out. Carlos Watkins takes down Perez.
Rams ball.
Rams football. We couldn't get Les Snead a turnover chain earlier, but those kids got some nice bling. Having fun here. Rams trailing 9-6 to the Chargers. Fourth quarter, back at SoFi. Let's go down to the sideline. Kurt Sandoval standing by as we get ready for the kickoff with Ernest Jones.
Yeah, it's amazing. Ernest Jones had 145 tackles last year. Every year you've had more. How do you keep building on that with a guy named Aaron Donald retired now?
Yeah, it just comes with the work you put in. I think each year you just continue to get better. You see things a lot better than you did the year before. So the tackles will come as I just keep going out there and playing football.
You guys really, with the draft class this year, talk about what they did with Jared Verse and some of the other young defensive guys that they brought in.
Yeah, the guys like Verse, Fisk, TD, man, those guys have been making a statement since they got here. And I've always said the Rams draft well. They put together a bunch of guys that you can't replace AD with one person, but you bring in enough guys that are ready to work, and they'll get the job done.
With AD gone now, do you feel a sense of, you've been a leader,
Yep.
you lead with consistency. Do you feel you need to do anything else with him gone now?
No, for me, it's just continue to be myself, and the guys just gravitate towards me, and for me, it's just always being myself and setting a positive example. It's kind of been that way.
Big Wit upstairs talked about when Chris Shula came in, one of the big things was about leading with effort, leading with not getting hit on the sidelines.
That would be key.
Leading with effort and tackling and turnovers.
Right.
How do you describe the change with Raheem now gone in Atlanta and with Chris here now?
For me, the emphasis has always been on the ball, but, you know, this training camp we've taken as a defense, and just Chris just kind of heightening that at us, that we want to get the ball off guys. We want to just be able to, you know, cause turnovers, get the ball back to our quarterback as many times, and we know what he'll do once he gets rolling.
Ernest, stay healthy this summer.
Gotcha.
They need you.
Thank you.
When I said, guys, 145 tackles, that's almost 50 more than the second place guy, Fuller, on the stats. That's incredible.
And he is, Kurt, thank you, now truly the leader of this Rams defense with Aaron Donald, who did stop by practice this week. You went carpooled with him. He's undoubtedly the leader of this defense with AD now just showing up, sun's out, guns out.